Hello, hello. Time for session 4. This one is my absolute favorite because it's my favorite medium to work with, watercolor. All right. Watercolor can be extremely intimidating because it has a mind of its own. It is a difficult medium to work with. It takes practice. It probably will not turn out the way you want it to the first time you use it. If you've used watercolor in the past, great. Hopefully, you've taken some things and kind of stored that away and remember what it's like. And I'm going to show you my method. And it's actually very much like colored pencil or graphite in regards to layering, paying attention to the colors that you see, the areas of color, the shapes of color. You will start kind of loose and then you will tighten things up and get more detailed as the layers progress. You have two options when you are doing a watercolor painting. You can do something that is very tight and realistic, where the details are, on point, or you can do something that's very loose and flowy and a little bit more stylized. Sometimes you can use different colors and make it look more abstract. The possibilities are endless, and either way is going to be beautiful. I'm going to show you both. I'm going to show you a loose and watery start, and then I'm going to show you how to refine some of those details. So I'm going to show you both ways today. This is watercolor paper and my technically third drawing of my dog. And you're welcome to use different images for each one of these if you want to. I just think, it's totally up to you. I would just, use the same one just for ease. But you will probably be starting off with a very light drawing. See how you can barely see it? I'm the only one that can see this because pencil will show through a little bit of watercolor because watercolor is a transparent medium, meaning you can see through it. So you really don't want your drawing to be very dark to start off with. You want it to be very, very light. Okay, talk a little bit about supplies for a second. You will need a water cup, a watercolor paintbrush. Watercolor paintbrushes are different than acrylic paintbrushes because they are rounded at the tip rather than square. This is square and kind of diagonal, but this is more of an acrylic paintbrush than this is a watercolor paintbrush. You will want a larger watercolor paintbrush to work the larger areas of color, and then you'll want a smaller watercolor paintbrush with a tinier tip to get those details. I also love these. If you've ever seen one of these, this is kind of cool. They're super cheap. You just open it up, you put some water in this, and then you actually squeeze it into the brush tip. So this is kind of nice for details too. Another thing I often recommend my students, obviously, basic watercolors are going to do the job. They're absolutely going to do the trick, but I also sometimes like to recommend these. If you want to achieve some really cool detail, these are watercolor brush pens. Ask for it for Christmas. It's a good gift. All right, let's jump onto my other view so we can start this watercolor painting.